the wing position, and here comes Russell. He's got the last of the Mohicans haircut there, but Matty Knights kicks it off the ground and picks it up. Hand passes it across to Ty Esler again. The umpire says it is a free kick.
I got into commentating as a very young person because I was inspired by Norman Banks, inspired by the late Bert Bryant in racing and Alan McGilvray at cricket, because they were able to bring the spirit of the game into my backyard, into my home, and as a kid that inspired me in sport to go on and play the game at the highest level. And I just thought after I'd finished I'd like to sort of continue on and do that to people who are not fortunate enough to get to the game.
It seems when he talks you into the game on the radio, he creates the pictures for you.
I always listen to Rex here. He's fantastic.
Rocker can't get it. Mitchell did. Mitchell behind, out of bounds on the full. Pressure personified here at the MCG. The Savaloy Rockabye baby couldn't grab it. What do you got there for me, Bondi?
Well, just out on the ground, Rex, the roar is coming from a huge crowd that's actually in the northern stand here above us. We look across to the southern stand, but up above us... I'm sort of his right-hand man. I sort of take the blows and have the information ready when he needs it, and he's great to work with. He's a lot of fun.
Picked up by Lambert. Lambert! Straight through the centre. Magnificent goal to Richmond, the Tigers. Lambert's kick went over the top of Hogg and McQueen, and bang, said the umpire.
I was regimented for a long, long time in my life. At school, national service, police department, Richmond Football Club, Geelong, St Kilda, where you had to be there, you had to wear a certain uniform. And since I've gone into my own business and suiting myself what hours I work and how hard I work and how I wear my hair or I don't wear my hair, individuality, to my mind, is a great thing in life, and there's not enough people prepared to get out, have a go. Don't worry about what the knockers are going to say, because if they've got time to sit back and knock you, they're not worth worrying about. But be yourself, and above all, when you put your head on the pillow at night, think, well, I'm pretty happy with the Rex Hunt that I'm with.
This hasn't been publicised before, but it's one of the reasons why I left to go into coaching and get away from Rex. My eardrums couldn't take it any longer. Now, I do miss the boys. They're terrific to work with, a lot of fun. We have the serious view of football and also have some entertainment along the way, and Rex is very important in that, but he's also very genuine about his love of the game.
Nice is got it towards a goal! Oh, that must have snuck in by the proverbial 15th, because the umpire did a back somersault, difficulty of 10. And no clapping from the players, and it's gone through.
He can not only call the football well, and he does call it very well, but he can also entertain you and say some very amusing things.
Spinning back into play, and Esler knocked it out, looking for Bauer, close to the boundary line and over bounds. Over the boundary line and out of bounds it goes. This is grand final stuff, there's no doubt about it.
And a couple of times he's fallen off the chair as well in his excitement, but I think the day he cramped out at Collingwood was my highlight. You know, he said before that you can't tear a hamstring in the commentary box, but gee, he went close that day.
And the boundary umpire prepares to just heave this football back in and does it beautifully. Gee, they're great, those people. Francisca went right across the top of the pack. Play on, said the umpire. Matty Knight saw Rowe go in, risk his life and his hair, and the umpire said, well, give it to me, and I'm going to put it down on centre wing in front of the great southern stand.
He's a character. He's bigger than life almost at the moment, and he's got a huge following for one reason, and that's because he's himself.
I've got a pretty interesting philosophy in life. It's called KISS. It's called keep it simple, stupid. Don't try to be something you're not, and don't try to read something into it if it's not there. I think my success, Ian, right around the board in relation to fishing on television and radio commentary with football is that I dare to be different. I'm Rex Hunt and you're not. That's my cat's cry. I don't put on any airs and graces. If I think someone's done the wrong thing, I'll say so. If I've made a mistake, I'll have the grace to correct it. So no, I don't style myself on anybody, and what you see is what you get both on and off the camera and the microphone.
He's good value. Puts a lot of effort into it.
I'm listening to Rex Hunt, 3AW.
How do you find it?
Fabulous. Really exciting, really good.
Often listen to Rex here, and he's to root for the game. He sort of gets the game exciting, you know, with his comments, and I know a lot of people don't sort of like the things that he says on radio, but I mean, like, I reckon he's to root for the game, and I certainly like listening to him.
Pert kicked it outside 50, and up goes Big Ty Esler, knocked away by Monkhorst. Picked up by Young Knights. A long finger breaker down towards Hogg, who can't get into it. Pert's close.
I'm happy with my life, and yeah, it's no worries for me.